ingredients we have for our crust are andouille sausage, which is a Cajun smoked pork sausage, a little bit spicy. Pastry brush. We're going to lightly brush the top side of the fillet with Dijon mustard. This is going to season the fish, but probably more importantly, it helps breadcrumb mixture to adhere. You want to put your breadcrumb mixture something that's got a lot of surface area. And then I'm going to gently take my salmon fillet and flip it mustard side down and pat it so that the mixture sticks to it. Once you put the cream in, put a lid on it. I'm going to cook it for 10-15 minutes till the onions are nice and soft and it's reduced down a little bit. Simmered our onions down. Broth is reduced a little bit. Throw this in the blender. Cure it on high to liquefy it. I'm just going to keep that warm while we're cooking our fish. Preheat the broiler on high. Set my rack in the top third of the oven.
Wonderful.
Salmon's one of those fish that you always say white wine with fish, but salmon's got the character and the richness to stand up to a Pinot from the Anderson Valley.
I agree. The sweetness of the fruit really accentuates the little bit of spice in the crust. Very nice.
Thank you. I like that wine.
This is our Two Creeks from Anderson Valley. In 2001, we acquired 46 acres up there, and it was an old abandoned apple orchard, so we named it Apple Barn. And we planted it with 6 distinguished clones there. And we've been making excellent wine from that vineyard since 2004. So in 2011, we acquired another vineyard, which is the Anahala Vineyard. And in itself, it's very highly acclaimed. And it's about a half-mile west of Apple Barn. And so the Two Creeks is a blend of both of those. And it's really fun to work with both of these vineyards and know that there are vineyards and they're going to make the best wine ever. Anderson Valley has an ideal climate for growing Pinot Noir. It's very cool. The grapes ripen very, very slowly. And what this does, it retains all the natural acidity, which is really important in Pinot Noir. So it builds and builds more concentration and intensity in the fruit. And then the well-drained soils help to pick up different characteristics into the fruit. It's quite remarkable. It has beautiful aromas of black cherry and rose petals. And in the flavors, it's really nicely intense fruit quality of black cherry again, some red currant, some raspberry. But it also has this really velvety, kind of soft texture, which is really pretty. And it's all very well balanced. It makes just a beautiful wine, lots of finesse and elegance, and a lot of persistence in the mouth, too. It's going to be a great one.
You can see why the Cakebread's invested in property up there, because they're fabulous wines. I look forward to the release of them every year.
I love making them, too. It's great. I think it's a great combination. I love the texture, the tannic structure of the wine, the kind of creamy, soft, velvety texture goes really well with the texture of the dish, too. It's very nice.
Thanks. Glad you like it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Another job well done. So I'm going to grab the tail end of the fish and sort of pull it, keep it nice and tight, and then with a large French knife or chef's knife, I'm going to cut down towards the skin. And I'm going to do it at such an angle that I'm not going to go through the skin. I'm sort of angled towards the cutting board. And I'm just going to saw back and forth. You want to angle it towards the skin so that the flesh stays where it is, and you're just taking the skin off. And you want a nice sharp knife for this. You're working with a dull knife, you have to put a lot more pressure on it, and the skin has a tendency to rip on you. Skin should come off in one piece like that. If you flip it over, it should be nice and clean. The next thing I want to do is take the pin bones out, and with a pair of needle nose pliers, I'm going to pull them out, and I want to pull them in the direction of where the head would have been. Not the pair of needle nose pliers that you use to work on your car with. You can try using tweezers, but I don't think you can grab the bones as firmly.